was your experience of auditioning drama school like? Experience of doing drama school auditions, yeah, fine. I think I was quite nervous. I think the main thing I forgot to say earlier on about drama school, I feel as if I'm in the flow of it now, I can actually talk properly. So it was a bit weird earlier on. I don't normally do this kind of thing. But yeah, so is use your emotions that you're experiencing at the time, and that goes for on set or on stage. So if you're in the room, in the audition room, and everyone's looking at you, and you're going to begin your speech, and hopefully it's a speech you feel your character feels nervous or upset, you can tap into that the emotions that you're actually experiencing yourself as an actor. So if you're standing in front of them and you feel very self-conscious, you can use that. You can use that self-consciousness and bring you closer to the character, and then everyone else will be like, "Oh my god, he's really good. That acting's amazing." But actually, it's just because you're really scared, you know, and you're just being honest with yourself. And sometimes when it gets to the points, all you have to do is just say the words and the lines. That's it, because you're already your physicality's already taking you there. Your heart's racing. So, for example, if you did have a speech where you're talking about how you, I don't know, you found someone on the street and they ended up falling over and they died, and it's an emotional speech, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe what I seen. That was the first time that I'd seen a dead person, and it reminded me of that time in my life when I seen someone who was dead, and blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, your heart's racing, and actually when you do think of emotional moments in your life, your heart does begin to race, and you know, you start to trip over your words, and maybe you do start to shake a little bit, because no one wants to go there and no one wants to experience those thoughts again. So I would say embrace the fear and use that as fuel. If you don't use it as fuel, then man, you're fighting an uphill battle. So use it. And a lot of people, they don't use it, and it's a brilliant try. I nearly swore there. I nearly swore, but it's fine. What I'm saying is, use the fuel. Use the fear. Embrace it. Mark, can I say hi and say oh great, hi chatty cat. Okay, if you could go back in the 9th century and give advice to Finnan, what would it be? What would it be? Chill out man. Stop going to wars and battles and stuff. Just chill, find a nice place and just, you know, just call it home. What was your first role you got on TV, and how did you find out about it? I was talking about that earlier on. Probably my first influential role was working with, I was working a BBC project called Case Histories with Jason Isaacs, who is Draco Malfoy's father in the Harry Potter movies, and he was awesome. He was so good, and I learned a lot from him. And he done a really interesting thing actually. I had to open the door, and I was supposed to be terrified of him, and he played a little trick on me. Sometimes as actors do that, and I needed to be terrified of him, but maybe the dialogue didn't reflect that. So he came up with an idea where he just opened the door. It was my take. He opened the door for me, the camera was on me, and then he just screamed in my face. And I was like, as an actor, I was like, oh my god, what the hell? And I was like searching for my line as well. I was like, Jason just screamed in my face, what the hell's going on? That's not the script. But they used it in the edit room because it looked so good, because it was just my face in panic of like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? So he done me a real favour. And actually sometimes as actors we could do little tricks like that to help each other out, because we know they're going to use that in the edit room. What acting tip is crucial for all actors to know? Preparation. Prepare. Always prepare. So if you're working the next day, or you've got a big job in a week, prepare like crazy. And as well as that, if you say you get a big TV role, learn all your lines, know where your character's going, know their journey, know what they want, know every scene inside out, because sometimes people get ill on set or things happen, and then they can turn around to you and go, oh yeah, we're gonna actually film scene 44 instead of scene 50 today. And if you're not prepared, then you know you're gonna flop. Right, it's probably coming to the end. I've got a couple of questions, maybe just 2 or 3 left. This has been awesome. It's been awesome. I hope you've learned a little here. I'll be doing free classes with Pace. So if you want to know more about that, then just send some messages to the Instagram page, Pace's Instagram page. How long does it take to film a season of TLK? Oh yes, I do miss home when I'm filming TLK, but I'm with all my friends, so it doesn't make it as bad. It takes about 7 months. Yeah, it's a long time. But yeah, how was it to play Macbeth? Yeah, I ended up playing Macbeth when I was quite young. I was like 24 when I got it, 25 when I started filming. So definitely I would do it again. But yeah, it was interesting. I started getting nightmares towards the end of the shoot, and I think with a part and a character, if you really want to delve into it, I was talking earlier on about exploring yourself on stage. Like, I think with a part like Macbeth, you have to really look at your own humanity and think, I know it's a bit dark, but you think, what would drive me to actually kill someone? And you, Mark, the character, the person, have to be like, right, okay, in my life, what would make me do something like that? Because you have to relate to the character. And actually, it's crazy how you can access thoughts where you think, oh, I could never do something bad or evil, but actually, by exploring yourself, you're able to see that you would. You could. There's a possibility of. There's always a possibility of creating bad, and there's a possibility of creating good, and it's up to choice. And if you look at animals in the wild, you see like a warthog protecting its babies or whatever like that from a herd of like a pride of lions. Like, it becomes fearless. And for me, approaching that character, I was like, right, okay, well, what would make me fearless, and what would make me act in a murderous way? And I think if someone ended up, and a lot of people will probably feel this as well, because a lot of people have kids on this. Yeah, if someone touched your kids or harmed your kids or whatever, then you would become aggressive or violent, and you could become murderous. It's a bit dark there, but as actors, you need to explore the dark parts of yourself as well as the good parts, for sure. And then you need to use that energy and then bring it through the character. Okay. We'll get one last one here, and then we'll probably wrap up. Who's your favourite character you've played? I had that one earlier on, but I mean, I love playing Finnan. He's great. Yeah, I think there's a darkness to Finnan as well, and he always tries to find the hope in people and hope in the situation. I hate some characters who always, are always down in the dumps, or they have nothing to fight for. But I feel as if Finnan has lots to fight for, and he cares about a lot of people. Were you ever injured? Oh, what was that? Oh, were you ever injured? Sorry, just a few more there. Were you ever injured, I guess, on set, whatever? No. Actually, yes. Yes, I did get bashed in the head this year with a shield, and that was really, really sore. But they got it on camera and it looked really good, apparently. So that's fine. That's a real reaction when you see it. Was it your play of choice, Macbeth? In terms of what do you mean? I think. What do you mean by play of choice? Past. Yes, I know lots about Finn's past. Yes, it's really interesting. Favourite country you filmed in? Probably Germany. I love Germany. It was amazing. Munich. Right. I'm going to end on this one, and that's it. What's your favourite piece of theatre you've seen? Death of a Salesman. It's awesome. It's one of the first plays I've seen, and it was the first time I cried. I cried when I seen it. Yeah, I couldn't believe what was happening on stage. I felt like it was real, and at that point I was like, wow, I want to do that, what they're doing. I couldn't believe I had so much compassion as a young person for someone, and at the end of the story I was just overwhelmed. I couldn't believe it. And I think that's the power of theatre and film. It can distract you from life, and then you can be so absorbed in someone else's, and that's true art. Right, thank you so much. If you get any questions about John and Pace and anything like that, then just hit up the Pace's Instagram or go on the website, and I'll be doing some free classes, so hopefully I can see you all there, and I can talk in depth about actually how to approach a part and break down a script, and how to create like a truly rememberable character, someone who you remember on stage, film. Right, all the best, loads of love, and stay safe.